Take a moment to prepare yourself, for beyond this door lies knowledge and wisdom of the ancient past, with modern science and religion of the present, the virtual archives of the universe. Welcome to the Order of Sen-Taur.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Reverend Mother Mary Catherine, as you may or may not know. And this is a very special edition of MoonLight Illuminations that we're happy to bring to you from Quapaw, Oklahoma. This is Seeker Chris. We're not sure exactly what he's seeking, but when he finds it, I'm sure he'll know it.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Seeking all kinds of knowledge and truth and magic and all kinds of endless possibilities. So, we have I wanted to. We're out here this weekend on a special retreat. With some special activities. Excuse me, and I wanted to take advantage of the setting and the company and ask a important special question. And I figured we could do it on
Moonlight Illuminations. What a better time to ask questions. And we just thought, let's go ahead and record what we say. And we've got a few minutes, and we can always do more than one and splice them together or whatever we got to do. So we can make it happen.
Yeah, so my question was, how did this all begin for you? Where did the story begin? How did it begin?
Yeah, and that's a question that I've been asked many times before. In fact, most recently, I was a guest speaker on the Paranormal Zone podcast, and they asked me the very same question. So if you happen to catch that podcast, I'm sorry if this is a little redundant. But so I was very young, and I come from a gaming family. That's from Nevada, and we were always in casinos and owned casinos and established casinos and everything. And I was living with my mother and stepfather in Las Vegas, and my mother's sister came to visit, Aunt Ann, and Aunt Ann did fortunes with regular playing cards. And so she was doing a fortune for my mom on the kitchen table. And I was like, okay, I like this. I want to know more about this. I've always been playing cards ever since probably shuffled cards before I could walk. That's just how, our family was. And so I was really interested. And so my mother gifted me a deck of tarot cards, and I was like 7 when this happened. So from then, I learned the cards, but I learned to playing cards first. I didn't really understand the tarot when she gave them to me. It took me a long time to go from the playing cards to the tarot. The tarot is like a deeper symbolism, where with the playing cards, it's kind of a different thing that goes on in your head, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. As you're divining with them. But they're the same, and just like I was saying before, any good tarot card reader could read a set of blank cards. So there's that. But anyway, going on with my story. I guess I was in my early teens when Raymond Buckland and some of the others, Scott Cunningham, Raymond Buckland, and I believe it was Selena Fox or one of the other ladies. I can't remember which one for sure. Could have been Selena Fox, but went on Sally Jesse Raphael. You can look that up. I remember being very young when I saw it, and it kind of sparked something in me. So I ended up reading Sybil Leek's Diary of a Witch. And then I started researching in the local library, and they had a copy of Aleister Crowley's Magic in Theory and Practice. And so I started there. I kind of opened the Necronomicon when I was young and closed it and said, oh no, I am not getting into that book. Come to find out later, of course, it's fiction. But I was like, yeah, no, I'm not getting into that. So, and the Golden Bough, I read the Golden Bough, I was very young, or at least parts of it, not maybe the whole thing, but at least parts of it. And I just searched. I started my search for Wicca, witchcraft. I knew it was out there, and I just didn't know how to find it. And when I was 16, I ended up going to Phoenix, Arizona for a couple of months. And while I was there, I found a metaphysical store, and the priestess or high priestess's name was Diana, and they were actually Dianic. There was a Dianic coven that I found, but I was too young, and she would not let me join until I was 18. And basically, I moved out of Phoenix and lost track of her. But she taught me some really important stuff in the couple of weeks or whatever it was that I knew her. And she was the first real witch that I had come in contact with. And then, of course, later on, finding the Mystical Kabbalah by Dion Fortune, and I read that when I was like 17, 18. And so I knew about the Golden Dawn, and I knew about a lot of those things, you know, when I was young, but I still didn't have any roots. I didn't have anything to grab onto. And then when I was in my early 20s, I guess I was like 23-ish whenever I saw the ad for Sen-Taur. And I was in Salt Lake, and I answered that ad, and that's how I came into Sen-Taur.
Where was that ad? Was that
in Salt Lake City?
No, like, was it in a paper? Or was
so there was like a nickel paper.
Okay.
Do you know what the old nickel papers are? Where they have the used cars and whatever.
Well, you and I do, but you know,
maybe others don't.
Everything's on social media nowadays.
The old paper.
So like real paper. That's
the nickel one. I'm sure they still make those.
Where you had to actually
at least
call.
some places.
Yeah. And talk to somebody.
Yeah, so I called and made an appointment. I went over and met Reverend Anton and Lady Sabrina, and like three months later, I was initiated. 3 or 4 months later.
Wow.
Yeah.
35 years.
Yes. Yeah, so 1989.
Like we were talking about, that's when I graduated high school. You know, and we're close. We're not that far off on age. You're a little bit older than me, but yeah, I mean that's just wild how you know, yeah, you just really were so young. I mean, you know, 7 years old with a tarot deck. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, that's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't read them.
Right, but you still like the fact that you had that energy, and you were already starting to pick up on that, and that you acknowledged that, and you were able to sense that. That's pretty cool. That's very cool, actually.
So what other questions do you have?
Well, and then once you were in the Order of Sen-Taur, you were When was the first time? When were you first elevated?
So my elevation was kind of weird because Lady Sabrina had left, and so there was a vacancy, and Tony wanted me to fill it. Anton wanted me to fill it, and so basically I was the 5th level, and became acting priestess of the first circle, and then my 4th level, of course, a year and a day later. But so that was my first elevation, and then I became a minister, and so I took the title Reverend. And then whenever I was elevated again into the 3rd level, quite a few years later, I took the title of Mother, so then I became, no, it's not a race. And then I became Reverend Mother, and that's how that happened.
Yeah, interesting.
I took the name Mary Catherine. Mary is from my paternal grandmother who helped raise me, and Catherine is from the Old English, so for Catherine, but one of the Anglicizations was Catherine, K-A-T-E-R-Y-N. Yeah. That's how I got the Mary Catherine part.
Interesting. Well, I have had the privilege to have you all to myself for the weekend and
Right?
just soak up all your knowledge and experience, and I can't tell you how it's just priceless.
It's been an amazing weekend.
Yeah.
Just everything from the drive here, the whole cabin, and the whole retreat and ceremony that happened this evening. And if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. So we're very happy to share these moments with you right now. And did you have any more questions? Anything you wanted to share about your experience?
Well, I mean, me on the other hand, I was kind of, I don't want to say a late bloomer, but excuse me, I didn't really have my awakening and really kind of get involved until maybe 7 years ago. So for most of my life, I just kind of was dormant and not really, I mean, I had always been emotional, always been able to, to read other people's energy. You just didn't really understand that, what that really couldn't understand that. But once I had my awakening, I kind of really attuned to my healing abilities and was attuned to Reiki and years and 5-6 years of that. Very, very awesome to be able to help people and just help people help themselves. Just to be able to give them that little boost. And that was kind of my opening to everything. And it was funny once I, now I'm just exploring the tarot and the divination, and it's really amazing and interesting. And I didn't really think I would enjoy that, but as a, met you and met the Order of Sen-Taur and the knowledge, the inspiration that you've provided.
So they don't know how you found me? How did you find me?
Well, I happened to just see you on Facebook. Your profile had popped up and people you may know, and it's, it popped up once and was just kind of interested and looked and didn't really think much of it. And then I saw it another time and just kind of looked into this, to the Order of Sen-Taur and what that was about. And then after the third time you popping up, I just had to request your friendship, you as a friend, and just kind of just get to know you and, ask questions.
And I think you reached out to me on Instant Messenger or something.
Yeah.
And we talked back and forth, and I sent you to the website, which is Sen-Taur.net. Is where you can go and get a free membership and watch the introductory course for free. The basic look is a $25 tax deductible donation because we are a 501c3 now, and also we have been granted the exemption from the state of Texas as well. So we're completely legitimized now, and I could not be more excited about that. So any donations that you give, any kind of that you give, is it the tax write-off?
That's awesome.
So the basic once you finish the introductory course, you can make an application to be a prospecticus, and the application is found on www.sen-taur.com. Hit the hamburger menu, and one of the pages is prospecticus application. Not sure how
very
many
easy to navigate. Very easy. It was a very easy process for me. I can say, it's not certainly for everybody, but
you do an interview with myself and Sage William, who isn't here, and we're sorry that you're not here tonight, Sage William. But we do a little brief interview on like a Google Meet, and then more than likely you'll be accepted if you get that far.
Yeah, if you get that far. Yeah.
Unless there's a real good reason why not, or unless you decide not to.
But like I said, it's a very easy, very friendly, very just the opening experience was just a very friendly, very it was very easy for me, and it was very comfortable for me. As we were talking earlier about this, I just, and I knew this was, after just kind of meeting you and talking with you a couple times, I knew, it was just like, an old friend, like it was just very comfortable. And we both drove 9 and 10 hours to meet. So, it was just, again, it was just a very a wonderful experience. I'm very grateful for this. So, but yeah, as far as my story, I mean, I knew, and, it was very easy for me, and I felt very comfortable, and, great experience.
It's been beautiful. Yeah. This cabin is really beautiful.
It's great. Yep. It's getting loud now, huh? It's always so quiet during the day.
It gets loud at night. It's really weird. But the spot for the ceremony today was really beautiful. We took a lot of pictures of that. We might dub in some pictures or some moments from it, so you guys can see maybe a little bit of how it was set up, and the altar and stuff. It was really pretty. What's your biggest takeaway? And you went through a lot, so
yeah. It was this was it was a lot, but I wasn't overwhelmed in any bit. At first, not like coming here, but like just getting this whole thing and getting into the outer order and learning. It was a lot. I was a little overwhelmed, but a lot of it I knew, like I said, just very comfortable. Didn't have any doubts coming to hear it for this. It's very excited, very glad that it was a good 3, 4, 5 months. March, so 5 months. April.
Almost 6. Yeah, so, almost 6 months.
It was worth. I can say it was certainly worth the wait.
Waiting between like
All the different steps.
The time that you were ready because you zipped through all of the course.
Just pure excitement.
So quickly.
Just excitement.
Like that. Yeah. And you were just done with it. And then you were like, okay, well, I don't want to do the self-dedication.
Yeah.
I felt it to do it.
My feeling was to wait, not to rush. Like I said, it's not a race. You know, we set this up and we put some time, and you put a lot into this, setting this up, and what you put into Sen-Taur, and you know, it's amazing. So, I mean, it really is. So, that's why it's so exciting.
So you didn't have one single big takeaway?
The ceremony, that was the best. That was just the essence. I don't know. I guess I'm still on cloud nine.
Right.
Soaking, you know, I'm still absorbing it, and I will for another week or so, or a couple of days, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I guess my biggest takeaway was just the equal exchange of energy between you and I. You know, our bond is just not an ordinary bond. We're very, very comfortable, very close. You know, and it's great to be able to meet somebody like-minded. Obviously, you're much more, you know, much more experienced, and that's what I'm seeking. That's why I'm a seeker, is because I'm seeking the knowledge, the truth, and that's not an easy find it, and no, it's an ever ongoing process. So I will always be a seeker, you know, for the information and the knowledge. But yeah,
not about the destination. It's about the journey
it's
there.
About the journey, absolutely. And
because there's always another destination after you reach that destination. There's always another one. It's the journey.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. And then just and it just begins and just goes from there, you know.
It's a great feeling, really.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. And the grounding afterwards is good.
Yeah, God, that was great. Yeah, just the whole vibe of the experience. I didn't know what to think, and I didn't want to ask too many questions to spoil it, because I wanted the experience to just be like I don't know what to expect. I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm just going to let that. And that made it that much better for me, for my own personal experience. You know, I've had many people say to me, especially in the last 2 weeks, "You've never seen me more excited about something in a long time." So, I mean, this is obviously something I've been waiting for. I've really been excited for it.
Worth the wait.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I encourage anybody else who's even a bit interested, you know, give it a shot. I mean, there's no pressure. There's no pressure at all.
Yeah, we don't proselytize. We're not, you know.
No, I mean, and, you know.
Knock and the door will be open to you, but
exactly.
You got to knock, because we're not going to come find you.
Right.
You have to just seek us out.
Yes.
That's how Wicca works, right? That's,
yep.
You know.
Like the experience that we had at Dollar General or Dollar Tree?
Dollar General, wasn't
Dollar
it?
General yesterday? Was it yesterday?
Yes. So tell them. Tell them what happened.
So we...
needed tiki torches.
Yes, we needed tiki torches for our ceremony this evening. And we couldn't find them, so we had to drive about a half hour away to another bigger town to find a super Walmart. And but before that, we went to Dollar General, and they didn't have any. They had sold out. So we had oddly enough found some cinnamon scented sweeper brooms. So we got those, and then in that time we had talked to cashier, and you had asked her where, you know, where we could find those. And
the tiki torches.
Yeah, the tiki torches, sorry. And she had recommended Walmart, and she kind of told us where we were going, and, you know, and we had...
recommended a restaurant and
some other stuff.
We were
just
kind of chit-chatting. And Secret Chris went just behind us where the brooms were in this thing, and there was only 2 left. And he pulled out the cinnamon broom, And I was like, that's my broom. That's like the one I used to,
Yeah.
Stop the storm that night and all the other stuff. So, and it happened to be the very same kind of cinnamon broom.
There's only two.
Which mine's so old, the cinnamon smell has gone from it. But I was kidding. We were standing in line. I was kidding with Chris, and I said, so about the blowing cinnamon through the front door on the first day of the month to attract prosperity. And he's like, yeah, we do that. And I'm like, yeah, everybody does, don't they? So we were kind of joking about that. We got up to the line and we started talking about the brooms, and we took taken the last two. And I was talking to the cashier and I said, yeah, I was just saying, about the blowing cinnamon through the front door to the cashier. She's like, yeah, all witches know that, right? And I'm like, what's your name? And she's like, told me your name. I said, I'm going to give you a business card.
What did she say? She looked at it, says, I'm going to be contacting you.
I hope you do. And you know who you are if you do.
Yes.
And if you happen to watch the video here.
Yes, I mean, and the odd, just the experience and the odds of that, you just
happening,
things happen for a reason. You bump into people for a reason.
Yeah. So, and then we ended up going further to get the tiki torches to the Walmart, and we got the tiki torches, and they worked out beautiful.
Yes.
Had to fiddle with them a little bit.
Once we got them to stand up.
Yeah, they worked out beautiful.
Yeah, it worked out great.
And we made a contact.
Yeah. So hopefully that works out. It'd be nice to chat with her again. So, but I mean, I guess I don't really have anything else for now. Still just absorbing this whole retreat. That's all. Just like I said, it just kind of got to its peak. Well, I guess I got to its peak, and I'm just kind of absorbing it all and taking it all in. So
It's been super fun.
yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank you for being here.
I would like to thank you for being here as well.
And we thank you for sharing this moment with us in this evening. We wish you merry part and blessed be.
Blessed be. Love and light.
Bye-bye.